Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
Hello everybody, welcome to Thursday Night Live with Bill Tucci.
Behold his mighty hand.
Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang.
Just want to manage expectations.
Weird.
This is the worst!
Nah, that sucked. How about that? There's the bell of shame. What's up, everybody? Got a special guest in the studio right now here, coming to you live from the Blevins Media Center. It's the one, the only, Billy Tucci. What? What's up, everybody? Hang on, get another bell for that. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to have a nice, cool, chill show today. We've got a bunch of shows today. We got Mr. Bollinger on later on tonight on Crowdfunding Comics at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where he has a Kickstarter going and wants to launch, is trying to fund his movie about Stan Lee's last days. Then, before that, though, we're going to do Thursday Night Live for a little bit, go about 45 minutes or so. We're going to talk about La Moretta, Nemesis #1, coming out from Coffin Comics through their very own Coffin launch. I know the Coffin crew right now are all gearing up for that launch that goes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Arizona time, and Mountain Time. So I hope you guys are doing here. Marcus Killigrew. I'm at a spring training game with my dad in Florida. Awesome. Yeah, I had tickets pop up to go see them play, I think the Diamondbacks, like next week, the week after next. But, man, it's so cold driving to the Bronx, which is probably at 60 miles away from me. So I figure I'll head out to do a weekend game when it gets a little warmer. Glitch, what is up, Glitch man? How you doing? Crazy Cat. Good to see you guys. Of course, Marcus the Great, Dan Genovese, my brother in arms. How are you? It's good to see all you guys. What is that, Dan? Explain to me what that is. Kind of like that. Larry Lisk, thank you. Can't wait to order one. It is dynamite. I am allowed to show 2 pages. Two. So we're going to show 2 pages. I've been fighting with some idiot on Twitter. I never get in Twitter fights, and Coffin Comics does not do drama, so I was thinking about doing drama and showing it, but whoever this guy is. He says he's Larry Higgins from Antarctic Press, though they haven't published him in 2 years, since in like 4 years. But he sounds like a real douchebag. So it basically called me a fag. So he's an open homophobe. And we don't deal with that. So I tagged Antarctic Press and, of course, Previews World that this man is a homophobe. And this homophobe out there is he's pretty free with his words and throwing out his hate and his vile and his vitriol. And we don't stand for that here at the Pop XP or Crusade Comics. And not doing that. I'm not going for that. Matt Stapleton, the great Matt Stapleton. Matt, I am hoping to see you this year. Not sure if you're going to make your way to San Diego Comic-Con this year, but I'll be there, of course. And it's good to see you guys. This book is going to kick ass, man. Sworn Nation in the house. Bam. I have a bunch of these coins, but this is the one that I have a couple at the office that are on display because I am now, and she is now, and Lady Death is now. She is now in the Coffin Comics Universe. Lady Death is in the Crusade Comics Universe. La Muerta is in the she's in the Coffin verse. We haven't utilized La Moretta yet, Maria, but she's a dynamite character. I think she's one of the most visually striking characters I've ever seen. I just love the simplicity of the costume. I'm just shocked that no one else before the Politos and Coffin Comics and Mike McLean and and everyone there. You go to Brandy Sparkles, and you've got, of course, Joel Gomez, the great artist. You've got Nick over there. You've got Jimmy Coffin. Just an awesome sense of success and positivity. And no one fucks around. Like, they don't fuck around. They are true outlaw comics, and they are kicking ass with not only in the crowdfunding, but in the direct market as well. It is something that every comic creator should aspire to. And I'm gonna make my art bigger and me small. Let's see how that works. No, I'm gone. I'm just disappeared. I'm Casper. That doesn't work. Nope. That's when we're gonna share the pre-launch page. Now. All right, let's do that. How's that? Here's my cover, and then I'm going to show you the original colors. The link to coffinlaunch.com is in my it's in the description of this stream. You could see that I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I'm hoping everybody's doing well. Dan Genovese, I'm glad that you are doing well, my friend. Did you get first reactions to Joel's pages? I've seen all of Joel's pages. So this is the first time she is crossing over in a Coffin Comics Universe book with Nemesis #1. They're already colored. The pages are already colored. Anya sent me the final script, which I'll look at in the morning. It hasn't changed since the first script, since, all my corrections were really basically nil. They're all fine. So I'll look at it in the morning, or I'll look at it tonight after we get done streaming, and I'll just give my approval in the morning, because that's how Coffin does. Coffin wants their books complete before they even launch. And as it is right now, I'm probably the one who's holding up the book because I haven't checked my script, but I'll do it in the morning. They're just badass. Crazy Cat, this guy, that Larry guy. I don't know, how can that be a real comic creator? Maybe we'll share it. Is Tron trying to get other indie creators' campaigns canceled? Yeah. Well, when you call people fags, like he did, you know what? He's canceling himself. There's no publisher's going to do that. I'm sure Kickstarter is going to love having an open homophobe on their platform, but I am not going to say that, because I don't think he is the real Larry Higgins. If he is, he's an insanely disturbed individual. And but for now, for the time being, let's not rush to judgment. He's just some moron. Thank God you're here, brother. Thank God. But he's just a dickhead. That's all he is. He's a dickhead. And I don't have time for that, because Debbie and my wife just showed me our first quarter returns, financials for the year 2025 and our Lord 2025. And they are just fantastic. Thank you, everyone who supported our Kickstarter campaign, the She Gay Crasher. It is our biggest Kickstarter campaign of all time. It is bigger than Indiegogo. Right now, we have over 1,350 backers. I haven't checked it in a couple of days, so we're closing on 1,400 backers. Thank you. Indiegogo is closing in on 1,000 backers. That is also over six figures. Right now, I think we're at $207,000 gross returns total. And man, I don't know what to say. You guys just made my day. We're working so hard. I'm going to show some of my pencil roughs next week. I'm going to show the finishes, and then we'll show colors because 20 pages are going to Brian Miller and Hi-Fi Color Design next week for Gatecrasher. And here's a little sneak peek to my cover for Dan Mendoza for Zombie Tramp that's going to be coming out. I'll show you the colors to that. Excuse me. I'll show you the colors to that, which are badass as well. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I really do, because I love you guys. I'm trying to figure out how to share these pages because I have all the La Moretta pages featuring Shi, and I'm only allowed to share 2 of them. So Brian specifically and Nick told me which ones I can show. So we'll just show those because we don't want to give away these are kind of establishing pages, but we don't want to give away all the action and what happens in the book. But without further ado, let me share Coffin Verse for you guys out. Coffin Launch. Sorry, Coffin Verse. Coffin Launch. And let's check out this awesome campaign. Okay, move this over here. Coffin Launch, here we are. So this is it, guys. It is www.coffinlaunch.com. And it is Coffin Comics, like Shane Davis has done, like Mandy Summers has done. I think like Reenie. I don't know if Reenie did it. I know that Mandy has done it. Shane has done it. Coffin Comics is now doing they've created their own crowdfunding platform where they have total control over everything, and it gives them a direct link to the backers, which is amazing, which is just phenomenal. It's again something that all of us should aspire to. But here's Coffin Launch, guys. For those of you that may not like Kickstarter, and I know there are people out there that don't like Kickstarter. I know there are fans out there that don't like Indiegogo. You know what? But how can you not support someone like Brian Polito and the entire Coffin Comics crew? They are the kings, man. They are wonderful. I like to say that I am the kid brother that Brian never wanted, whether he likes it or not. We've been friends for over 30 years. He is one of the few people that welcomed us when she initially came out. So for those of you out there, She Way the Warrior #1 debuted in March of 1994. 6 months earlier, if it's 6 months, 7 months earlier, I was at the San Diego Comic-Con in the summer of 1993, right? I went to every single editor, Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Image Comics, who had editors there. Even then smaller people, Malibu, things like that, shot down by everybody for the most part. Then I made my way to small press because I don't care. I'm not a snob. I'm not someone who's like, I just want to work for the majors. No, heck no. I want to make comics and I don't care. So I made my way through small press, had some nice conversations with some of the other small press publishers that were there. A little 6-foot table, 6-foot tables. Then I make my way and I come across this one table and I meet 3 young gentlemen, babies actually. You had a long-haired heavy metal head, a clean-cut ginger, and a very distinguished black guy. And who that people were, that was Brian Polito, Jason Jensen, the colorist, and Stephen Hughes, the great immortal Stephen Hughes. And I got to tell you, talking to them about their books, and Brian Polito was talking about Evil Ernie, that he has, these are his books for Evil Ernie, and he's going off and publishing his own work in 2024. I'm sorry, in 1994. And he didn't tell me what it was, but he looked at my portfolio and treated me like a peer. Brian treated me as if I had been in comics forever. He was so gregarious, and his enthusiasm, look at me, I turn into Brian when I do this, was contagious. Matt Stapleton, you'll attest to this, right? Am I right? I mean, he just oozes positive energy and inspiration. And I just love this guy from the moment I met him. Just like, I want to hang out with this guy. But that would have been weird, I guess, if I would have done that and said that. Like, we should hang out. But anywho, so needless to say, I ended up coming home from San Diego Comic-Con being dejected by everyone except for this one young man who offered me a pinup in his book, which is more than enough. But on the long flight home from San Diego to JFK, using every last dime I had, I was so inspired by him, I decided to do my own comics. I'm like, you know what? This story I have in my head, the pages I showed him were the first 8 pages or so of the Razor Shi Annual, which ended up becoming the Razor Shi Annual #1, which was my Shi story in Razor. And then I'm like, you know what? Why don't I do my own comic? And hot dog, that was August of 1994. I knew nothing about how a comic book is made. I knew nothing how comic books got into comic shops. I knew nothing about how to draw comics. I knew nothing about how to ink comics. I did this all on my own on a rush. I was using, and I have the pages in my flat file over there. I'll show them one day. We'll do a trip down memory lane and show those actual pages. But I had, I basically am trying to think because I'm going back in time. I ended up going to the library and finding out how do comic books get made. I ended up going to comic shops and asking retailers all around, how do I make a comic? Where do you get these comics from? How are colors made, right? So I went to a couple of other small publishers with this idea for Shi. I drew the double page spread, which is back there, which is my poster of Shi. That one, if you guys know that, right? And I had the cover. Cover had Shi with her red circle over her eye because she was still kind of the Rand character. Talked to them. Brian David Marshall, who he was a manager at Jim Hanley's Universe in Manhattan. He was amazing to me. Brian was, I don't know if we went to lunch or I bought him a cup of coffee or something like that, but we sat down and he was telling me all these things and the wheels started to go in motion. So I decided that I'm going to make my own comic book. There was no plan B. I don't know if I could ever make a career in comics, but let me tell you one thing. There is no way in hell, nothing in the world was going to stop me from making my own comic. So I came home and I told Debbie about it. And I was talking to her about comics. I told her about this guy I met. And I actually talk about Brian a lot in the Shi #1, Shi Way the Warrior #1 original art edition. And this is a really great book. We're actually going to offer this again because we have a few hundred copies left. And we're going to we're going to resolicit or do a campaign for it. Maybe we call it the trilogy, the Shi trilogy, Second Chance, where you can get the last remaining few hundred copies of our first omnibus, the Senryaku omnibus, and then of course, this book. So here's the art. This is a copy of the art that I took with me to show retailers and stuff. And this is a great book. This shows all my original art and stuff. And I just started doing this book. I had no idea how to do a comic book. I had no idea. I was buying Bristol board, cutting it down to 11 by 17. And then if you look, I have no real lines. Let me, I'm going to stop sharing the screen for a second. And now let me see if I can do that. Yeah. So I had no, look, this is not comic art board. This is Bristol paper. And this is Debbie. and here's a fun little testament is that I had Harvey Mercado Ducasio inked it, right? And I was so busy putting this book together in 4 or 5 months. I put together a 32-page comic book, solicited it, had a big fight with my potential backers who were going to sue me because they claimed ownership of my character. Worked with my friend Peter Gutierrez, the great Barry Orkin, who hand-painted this book. But here's little tidbits that are in this book that people don't know. If you look, this is a scan of the original pencils, right? There's a cigar box, Debbie holding. If you look here, I drew Shi's, there's a little bit of spackle there. This is supposed to be Shi's bottom, right? Harvey, the inker, he made it smaller. I'm just noticing that. I just noticed that after this book when I was scanning in the book, but what a fun little tidbit, the cheeky man that he is. But anyway, I get back and I talk about Brian. J.C. Vaughn does this massive, basically the interview of how Shi-Wei the Warrior #1 happened. And it's probably 5,000 words or so. It's a huge, huge interview. It goes here. Of course, the first Shi logo that I hand drew. Anyway, so Shi-Wei the Warrior #1 hits the stands in May. It explodes over the ocean, over the world, all over the fruited plain. And then that very next year at San Diego, 1 year after I met Brian Pulido, Brian was around the corner from us, and they had to move both of us because the lines were so big of people. We got on NBC News, and I could show that video. If you guys don't mind, I'll share that video. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. And now it's happening again because Brian and I had always talked about working. There was a She Lady Death crossover by another publisher that we just might be redoing. Completely new art, rewriting, but let's leave that for another day. I just saw the great Joel Gomez, the artist of La Moretta. Here he is. What's up, Joel? You saw an amazing creator. Oh, stop it. We're lucky to have had your amazing character She grace the pages of La Muerta. Your pages are great, Joel, and I'm only allowed to share 2 of them. So I'm going to do that. Oh, Katie did. You are Katie. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Hello, so good to see you. I'm here this Monday, so if you're streaming, I'd love to come on if you'll have me. Last week we were driving home from Penn State. Bringing my son back from speaking of that, the NCAA championships are on. I got to put that on 36. Sorry. From spring break. He's not in it. He's not in the he didn't make it. And this is Division 1 anyway. But this is let's see if we got the 125 pounders, which Matthew wrestled, and he wrestled 133, and I'm incredibly proud of him. He had a great year. Tough kid. And we're so proud of him academically and athletically. And his goal is to become an NCAA All-American Scholar athlete. So let's hope he does. So anyway, so here's my cover to La Moretta. I have to find that. This is my cover. And some people asked me if I wanted to sell it. I wasn't thinking of it, but I don't know. Maybe I will if anybody's interested in it. My first time drawing this beautiful character. And let me show you the colors. This is going to blow your effing minds, man. I'm also going to show some other stuff. Let me get my things together here. So many windows. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors going at the same time. Don't call me no boomer. I'm Gen X in the house, motherfucker. All right, so there you go, my counter, because you're a Scotsman. That's why. You're definitely a Scotsman. Let's share the page. Let's share the cover. So I'm jumping all over the place because I'm trying to get stuff done in time. Media assets. So here is the final cover colors to the cover, and it is striking. Here you go. There you go. There's the colors. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. La Moretta, Nemesis #1. Written by Brian Pulido, Mike McLean, and illustrated by the King, Senor Joel Gomez, who's got a very interesting story. I think he worked for Top Cow or Jim Lee. We had a lot of fun talking to you, Joel. I'm hoping to see you, pal, soon. You're a good chap, as you will. So let's take that down. But how cool is that, man? I just love looking at it. I just love that whole, and how can you not? The Day of the Dead, you know, that with the sugar skulls and all that stuff. Debbie was that 2 Halloweens ago, and I couldn't leave her alone. I gotta tell you. Anyway, let's hide that. I'm going to share some Shi pages. No, let's do the campaign first. All right. So I'm going to share the campaign. We're going to go through the campaign. Then I'm going to show some art. Okay. So here we go, guys. This is Coffin Launch. You guys can go to coffinlaunch.com to see all the to see this stuff. But let's go here and let's click on Arcane. So sign up to be notified. It is launching tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Arizona time, and Mountain Time. So let's check it out. Here we go. Oh, for everyone, here we go, guys. For if you order, this is how badass they are. Coffin Comics are. First of all, they have free US shipping, right? Secondly, if everyone who orders for a physical perk within the first 24 hours gets this amazing full color. It's white, red, and black metal. The La Muerta Citadel coin, designed by the great Joel Gomez. For the first 24 hours of the La Muerta Nemesis Coffin launch, we're offering a brand new La Muerta Citadel coin free with the purchase of any physical shipping item. You guys got to be freaking kidding me. This thing's almost 2 inches wide. And if you guys know challenge coins, man, they're badass. They are so badass, man. So get that. What more can anyone ask? You got a $24 book. Challenge coin alone, being limited, is worth more than that anyway. Not even talking about all the accrued stretch goals that Coffin Comics offers. I know they call them something else. I don't know. I don't care. But let's look. Here we go. La Muerta. Let's check it out. The story. Let's do the story first. When an innocent child witnesses her mother's brutal killing, Maria Diaz, total smoke show, can promise only one thing: vengeance. But this is no simple murder. Maria must again become the street vigilante La Moretta and track the killer to New Orleans. There, she's plunged into a shadowy world of secrets and sacrificial bloodshed, which leads her on a collision course with Madame Midnight, the hoodoo princess of New Orleans. My grandfather was born in New Orleans. How about that? Bonus story. For the first time ever, La Moretta battles the one and the only Shi. A tale of blazing bullets and martial arts. So listen, martial arts madness. So the creative team, here we go. Mike McLean, a Scotsman. Joel Gomez. Hedwin Zaldivar. I can never pronounce his name. He's the colorist. Wes Hartman, the great Wes Hartman, my pal. I think he colored our cover. I think Wes Hartman colored the cover. Forgive me, Wes, if I didn't shout you out. Marshall Dillon, come on. Marshall Dillon is one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. And Brian Polito is the editor. So Mike McLean wrote this. Polito didn't even write it. Come on. Here's a preview of art. You got 9 pages of art. Here's Joel's wonderful art. How do I make it big? I could zoom in on it. Whoop. You got a little Harvey Kurtzman there, I'm seeing, Joel. Oh, look at it. Look how beautiful she is. Look at this. Oh, good. Oh, what a nice website. Another cool thing about Coffin Launch, again, you can't do this on the other crowdfunding platforms. You could zoom in on these pages and see. Look how hot that is. Damn. I drew La Muerta with 45s because I'm a 19. I gave her 1911s. I'm a huge 1911 fan. I have 2 of them. One's a full size, one's a micro 9. That's my everyday carry pistol. I love single action 45s. I have a Moretta too. That's our home defense pistol, but that's a story for another day. But look at that. Awesome. Great stuff. Great stuff. Let me zoom out. Okay. Oh, look at the pages turn. Look at this. Again, Joel showed his black and white art the other day last week when we were live on Thursday Night Live, and it is just striking. I love how organic your art is, how alive it is. You have a very cinematic touch to it. It looks like a film, actually. Look at this. Look at this dude. Shoot, we had what was that called? What was that called? Brendan Davis is wrestling right now, 133. Gun was it called? I know it's called a minigun, but we called it something else. It wasn't a Vulcan. A Vulcan was an anti-tank gun. Oh, well, who cares? It's badass. I didn't use it because we were infantry, so look at that. Dude, come on. I love it, Joel. I love it. Love it. Oh, okay, so we can show that. Here's the 2 Shi pages. We can show these 2 pages. So these are the beginning of the story, the introduction of Shi. And she's a badass. Sorry, Joel. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Brian. She just kicked her right in the back and put her on her bottom. What's going to happen? Let's do hand-to-hand. So La Moretta comes back with a fiery kick to the face. Oh, kick my character in the face. What is up with that? And now they're ready. They're going to do a single hand-to-hand combat. I love it. Love it. And then wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now what comes next? I can't tell you. I won't tell you. I want to, but I won't. Because I've seen it all. And I'm not allowed. Basically, that's it. Because Brian will kill me. But again, great work, guys. And let me tell you something. Let me go back here. We have a little segment here on the Pop XP. Let me get to it. Hang on here. Let me find it. Videos. Come on. Oh, Niall's got so much stuff here. Oh, here we go. Ready? We have a segment here, and guess what time? It's now time for. Let me go big. Hang on. It is now time for what?
Comic Hunts.
Comic hunts. So if you're out there, if you are out there on the hunt for a great comic book, again, if you are looking for something.
Comic Hunts.
If you're a
Comic Hunts.
There's one book you should be hunting for right now, right this very minute, right there today, in a few minutes, in almost 20 minutes. But La Moretta, Nemesis #1, bad ass. Hang on, someone's saying something here. Let's go to the thing. Hey, everybody. Great to see all you guys. Credence Desire, Glitch, of course, Ronald Neal, Ryan W., Vaughn Coleman, Paul Taylor, Zayd Comics, what's up? Robert Fraga. Come on, man. This is crazy. Look at all these people. Ronald Neal, Robert Fraga. Again, I said Robert. Good to see you. Headless Bourgeoisie. Good to see you too, my friend. Great having all our friends here. Of course, Katie did. Thank you, Katie. You're a gem. We have another $2 super chat. Stealth X, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Hello yourself. So, all right. Having fun. Again, guys, so if you are on a comic hunt, this is what you should do. What should you do? Go to coffinlaunch.com and get yourself La Moretta #1. Here we go. In a hand-to-hand scenario, this is Joel Gomez, the artist of La Moretta. And Joel, I know I'm not saying that right because I'm Italian. In a hand-to-hand scenario, she would win hands down, but you'd be lucky to catch La Moretta empty-handed. That's what she said. All right. Oh, these wrestlers are so good. Okay, so let's keep going. Noah Klasinski, good to see you. I'm excited to see. So am I. So are we all. Dr. Mask is here. Good to see you, brother. Maromi, good to see you too. Again, guys, so let's hear it. For all you comic hunters out there, I want to hear you, comic hunters. Put it in there. What book are you guys going to get today? And whose variant cover if you want, because there is a Billy Tucci variant cover. I want to hear you say it. I want to read it. Tell me what your comic hunt is going to be today, this very evening. Not Mike. Oh, God. Where is he? Who just said that? That is not Mike Hunt. Comic Hunts. Who's out there? Oh, I see. Oh, you guys are you sophomoric. Look at you. So immature. So immature. We are not Robert Fraga. You know, disavow. For the ladies out there, I apologize. So crass. So crass. Yes, you do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I need the Tucci cover too. Here we go. And it's right straight from the lion's mouth. Gomez. It's an epic team up. I had a blast working on that crossover. And he finished it, man. He finished this whole book. I'm so proud. I have my She pages. We have 20 pages going to the colorist for She Gatecrasher next week. It's 52 pages of story. I think I've got close to 30 pages done. And I'm all happy about that. I'm like, oh my God, the Kickstarter just ended a month ago. Not even. The Indiegogo ended at the end of December. I'm like, I'm all proud because I'm sending the first 20 pages to the printer. Joe Gomez finished the whole darn book. It's all printed. I mean, it's all colored. The only thing they're waiting on is for me to go and look at the dialogue for She. And you know that's going to be fine. I'll get that done tomorrow. So here's a cool thing. This is what Coffin Comics does, everyone, is that when they launch a book, their book is done. It is complete. It is finished. So all they need is for you guys, the fans, the backers, the Sworn Nation, and Tucci Troopers and Swarm Nation are one conglomerate, one great indie army one indie outlaw army. They're all they need is you guys to help them to publish it, to print it, and to fulfill it. And here's the thing with fulfillment. Everyone who orders these books, if you go to coffinlaunch.com and you will see all these campaigns. Let me see if they're up there, if I can get more detail on it. Here's the preview. Here we go. Let's go through all the levels. Look at this. Here's the comics. Look at all these badass covers. Look at this. So the Tucci cover, say, right? Let's do Joel. Oh, Joel, that's a great cover. Holy cow. Let's do this. Let's do Joel Gomez's cover, right? Oh, can't do it yet. Sorry. Okay. Let's go to, here's all the covers. This is all the stuff they do. All right. Man, these covers are great. Look at this. So if you buy the Joel Gomez cover, heck, it's on my show. You buy the Billy Tucci cover. You get this book, which I think is 48 pages, for $26, right? You get a $26 limited edition graphic novel. Plus you get the free challenge coin. Right? La Moretta challenge coin designed by Joel Gomez, right? Black, white, and red. Then you will accrue all of the stretch goal rewards. I forget what they call it. Stretch goals, which they do literally turns out to be dozens of these things. So you're going to get all this cool stuff for free, just for $26. What more can anyone ask? And here's a topper. I don't know how he does it. He gives free shipping. Free shipping. Is he crazy? Are they crazy? I think they are. But the cool thing is, because of Coffin Launch and doing it on their own platform, you can get it directly. They're able to do it. And they do it all for you guys. Look what they do. All the swag. Thank you, Matt Stapleton, my brother over there. Where is he? I think, Matt, you're in the Navy, right? You're a Navy guy. I won't hold that against you because I'm not a sailor. I guess if I was a sailor, I'd hold myself against. Sorry. That's a little Army Navy thing. That's a little service connected thing. He calls it swag. Matt Stapleton. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend. So Matt calls it swag. You get all this cool swag. Holy Polito, my wallet is not going to be happy with me about it. Me too, Glitch. But you know what? Free U.S. stretch marks. Come on. Will I eventually have prints of my cover? No, I will not, Dr. Mask. It's all through Coffin Comics. Brian pays for it. It's his character. I won't do it. Brian usually gives me books. He gives me copies of my character that I've done, and he gives me a few prints. So once I get them, if you guys want them, I'll sign them and everything, and I don't charge for signatures. I'll sign them. I'll offer them, but I know Brian always gives me like 5 Billy Tucci editions. And I think he gives me a metal edition or 2. I always keep one for myself, and then I know there are fans out there, especially Shi-Creator, that they want this, and we'll offer them up on BillyTucci.com. Or if you guys want, you can reach out to Debbie, which I think is support@BillyTucci.com. That's Debbie's email. Again, support@BillyTucci.com, and she'll hook you up if you want her to put one aside for you. I know Robert Fraga, we always hold one for Robert. Oh, Air Force. Ah, that's cool. All right. I thought you were a Navy guy. Sorry. All right, let's go through all these rewards here. Dang. Look at this. Look at these covers, man. You get a digital edition, only $6 for a digital edition. The Nemesis Premier Edition is $26. The Joel Gomez Limited Edition is $26. Now, this is what Coffin Comics does too. Once these books are printed, that's it. So this Billy Tucci edition right here, you get this Billy Tucci edition, that's it. There's no other Billy Tucci edition except for this one right here. Guess it's not ready. All right. Look at these. Look at this beautiful cover. Perillo Ultra. Perillo Ultra. What a beautiful cover, too. Carla Cohen. Look at this. Elite Edition. Now you're getting into your more high-end editions with better paper stock, special foils, etc. More limited editions. So you can get the Carla Cohen Elite Edition. Another beautiful image. Look at this one. The Nemesis Jewel Edition, where they actually use real Swarovski crystals, because we use the same person they do, for these limited edition Jewel Editions for $45. I don't know how he does that. Our Jewel Editions are like $70. But then again, he sells a lot more than us. Here's another one, Nemesis Ultra Foil Edition. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucio Perillo Ultra Edition. I apologize. The Nemesis Ultra Foil Edition. Brian does another special foil edition. Look at this great cover right here, man. Hollow foil edition. Look at this, guys. Holy cow. Look at this. Mystery box. How badass is this? Claims are in preview mode and will not be on sale until March 20th. So today in 12 minutes. And I'm going to sign off soon so I can jump over on to the Coffin launch. Rare editions. So you get this mystery box that has all these special rare editions in it for $100. The Metallico edition. So this is embossed metal. This is not just a metal edition, which are great to begin with. Let me grab a Tucci metal edition. Okay. Here's a metal edition, right? This is our one from San Diego Comic-Con, right? Of the She Warrior Gallery book. This is a nice book. Look at that. I have never even opened it. But it has all cool. Oh, I'm afraid to open it. Look at it. It's never been opened. But look at it. Look how cute she is. Look at that. 1994. But this metal edition, what Brian is offering, is an embossed metal edition. Come on. Look how hot that is. Look at this one. Battle damage book. So they kind of mess up the art a little bit so it looks battle damaged. Those are only 57 of them. Okay, so here's the numbers of this mystery box. There's only 150 metal boxes available. Look at this Joel Gomez Sketch Edition. Are you kidding me? Only 11 original art Joel Gomez sketchbooks. These guys are nuts. I don't know how they do it. Again, the Carla Cohen Elite 5-book set, the Lucio Perillo Ultra 5-book set. Guys, you got to get these books, man. The Rip 16 book sets. Nemesis, all the RIP Rip. I'm thinking of Rip. Guys, please look at these beautiful prints. There's a La Moretta print by Tucci. Guys, this is some great stuff. Let's please support these guys. Let's keep Coffin going so they can keep doing what they are doing. They are Arizona's 2 hours behind us, isn't it? Yeah, it's Mountain Time. That's only 2 hours behind us. Well, I guess I'll find out. Again, Death Ride. Look at this. Her on the chopper, man, on the Harley, blasting away. Again, guys, beautiful, beautiful books. Coffinlaunch.com. They are kings of crowdfunding. Paul Taylor, thank you, $10 Canadian. Hail Billy in chat. Got your Rocketeer comic. Looks great. CG always delivers. Yes, we do. This new Nemesis book looks fantastic. Will the Islanders make the playoffs this year? The Leafs will. Haha. Yeah, after that refs cheating last night, that was insane. How my God, I hate the Leafs. Yes, the Islanders will make the playoffs. If they beat Montreal tonight, they'll jump ahead of the Rangers and be 1 point out of the wild card spot. So yes, all that without Semyon Varlamov, their goalie, and their number one player, all-star, NHL Rookie of the Year, Matt Barzal. And those pesky Islanders just won't say no. And I hope we play you guys in the first round there, Chief. So, all right, guys. I'm going to get going. I want to thank you all for supporting us. Checking out my art. Again, La Moretta cover. This is what I did for my buddy Dan Mendoza. Let's see if I can go out a little bit. This is the original art for I can't do it. It's not really gonna work, is it? Not really working, is it? Dang it. Let me go big. Oh! Ah! Earthquake! Camera fell off the mount. Hang on. That's what happens when you keep spinning things. Come on. All right, I'm going to turn this camera off. Hang on. Hang on. Go to StreamYard. Okay, can you guys hear me? Whoop. Can you guys? There you go. Just gonna stop the camera. Can you guys can hear me again? Please, tonight, now in 8 minutes, I believe. Coffin launch goes live with La Moretta. Let's go over here. La Moretta Nemesis #1 featuring Shi. And everyone out there again, all you comic hunters out there.
Comic hunts.
You comic hunters out there, get out there, go get this book, and let's rock and roll, okay? 8 whole minutes, White Guy McGee says. 8 bloody minutes. Let's get going, man. Let's help support. Let's support Brian Polito and everyone at Coffin Comics, Francisca Polito, Joel Gomez, Mike McLean, Wes Hartman, Marshall Dillon, all of our great, wonderful friends there. They truly are the best of us, and they go live in 6 minutes, so I'm going to bid you all adieu. It's been fun. You guys are great. You're the best. We will be back, Niall Scala and I, tonight for a very special crowdfunding comics episode, which is about the new Stan Lee movie. So, is it Zach Bollinger? So his film, he's going to be, he's trying to get some funds to make this movie that he was an assistant for Stan Lee in his last years of his life. So everyone have a great, great day. And again, I remember, what are we all going to do?
Comic hunts.
Comic hunters out there, get out there and go to coffinlaunch.com with a live video. The launch party will be going live. I'm going to get a glass of scotch and let's get this book live. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at ThePopXP and over on Instagram at ThePopXP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.